All right, so here we go. We're going to be taking a look this week at mythology again. We're going to wrap up Arachne and Phaethon, and then we're going to start looking at some Greek gods and mythology. The next 2 weeks, you're going to be, after this one, you're going to be making your own myth. You're going to be doing some creative writing and making a myth using symbols and natural phenomena and so on. So let's take a look, finishing up Arachne and Phaethon. Things to remember, myths, remember they teach lessons about character. They explain how things in nature came to be. There's usually some kind of moral. And we examine the character's traits to find out what that culture thought was important. So let's take a look. Today, we'll open up our weekly assignment. We're, again, looking at Arachne and Phaethon. When you need text evidence, just on this page, I put both of the stories down there. You can scroll through. But you open up the weekly assignment. Takes you over here. And let's take a look at what we're going to do today. So both Arachne and Phaethon, their own personality, their character traits, led to their own self-destruction. Right? Arachne and Phaethon would have been okay if they hadn't made certain choices or had certain personalities. So Arachne, what was her personality, right? Was she soft-spoken? Was she patient with people? Was she kind? No. What can we say about her instead, about her personality? Then how did those traits lead to her self-destruction? Okay. Then Phaethon, same thing. If you're to describe his character, type that in there. What kind of a person is he? And then how did this lead to him getting destroyed? Remember, we're going to use evidence from the text here. That's why we put the story on the other page. So you can look for that. Then, second thing here, myths also are used to describe natural phenomena, how lightning, tsunamis, volcanic eruptions came to be. Remember Popo and Ista, that story? While it wasn't a myth, it was a legend, still folklore. So how did that describe nature, right? That explained how those mountains came to be and so on, why the volcano had the smoke coming out of it. So in these, take a look here. We've got Arachne. That's the name of the character. So the natural phenomenon, what does this myth explain? I filled this out for you here. This is explaining how spiders came to be, right? What choices did Arachne make? And then what lessons can be learned from the choices and the consequences, right? Her choices dealing with the goddess had some serious consequences. So what can we learn from that? What's the moral or the message? Same for Phaethon. In that myth, what natural phenomena came along? At the end, it describes quite a few things and that happened in nature as a result of his actions. What choices did he make? And what can we learn about the consequences of those choices, right? And then do the same thing for Apollo. And that's what we're doing today. Take a look at those character traits and how they led to self-destruction. And then what events, what kind of things in nature does this myth explain happening based on character choices and their consequences? Okay, what can we learn? All right, so have a great Monday, and I will talk to you tomorrow.